What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Demolition in Call of Duty World War II. This has been out for a few days now, and I have had a decent amount of playtime on it now, enough that I feel like I can form my own opinions about it, and I just want to let you guys know what I think so far, and what I feel could be done to improve it in the future. Now this is just a temporary mode at the moment with the Resistance event, but I am confident it will return as time goes on as a featured mode. It seems like they're going this route with a lot of the game modes in the game, like Prop Hunt for instance. That was a temporary thing, it was gone for a while, now it's back. Same thing with Gun Game. I imagine we will be seeing Gun Game throughout the year, on and off, and I think we're going to be seeing a similar thing with Demolition. So I think there's definitely time to improve this, and I feel like with just a few minor improvements, this game mode would be significantly better than it currently is. So first up, my experience with Demolition in previous Call of Duty games has been pretty hit or miss. It can be a really fun game mode when you have relatively balanced teams and it's a nice competitive game. So nobody's spawn trapping anybody, it's just people pushing for that bomb site, trying to get that bomb planted and playing the objective, and it's not lopsided by any means. When those games happen, this game mode is a ton of fun. However, one of the biggest problems we've faced in the past with Demolition is it turns into a spawn trap fest, especially when you get parties of players going in there and purposely manipulating spawns so that they can literally watch you spawn and kill you as you're spawning over and over into their sites. At that point, that's just not a fun game mode to play, that is completely broken design. Based on my experience so far with Demolition in COD World War II, it seems like they've pretty much solved this spawn killing issue. I haven't done any really deep analysis, but based on what I've been able to see just through playtime, is you can actually flip spawns relatively easy in Demolition, and it kind of looks like they're actually using TDM spawns for Demolition, which means if the enemy players try to push in and spawn trap you or spawn kill you and actually get a line of sight on your spawn points, you'll actually just flip to a different spawn on the other side of the map. And I actually kind of like how this is working out so far. It can get a little bit weird at times where you don't quite know where enemies are coming from because spawns have been flipping and everything like that. And one of the nice things about Demolition in the past is you always knew that the enemies were spawning on their side of the map. However, I do like how this seems to have mitigated those really bad spawn killing issues. So as long as you or your teammates aren't pushing right into the enemy spawn area, you're not likely to force a flip, things will remain predictable, and you should have a great game where you can control the map without completely spawn killing the enemy team. So in that sense, I feel like Demolition has improved quite a bit. However, there are a few issues, and these are the ones I've been seeing in the community, and I agree with these completely. The first issue is they're treating it like Search and Destroy when it comes to defusing the bomb. So in Search and Destroy, you actually plant a bomb on the bomb site, and the enemy players, in order to defuse that bomb, they have to be pretty much touching the bomb itself, not just the bomb site, but they have to be right on top of where the bomb is. So if you plant the bomb on one side of the bomb site, they can't defuse from the other side of the bomb site. This works great in Search and Destroy because it allows you to set the bomb up really strategically, you can get a great bomb angle on there, and you can end up picking that player off, and he really has to plan around that. That works great for a really strategic game mode like Search and Destroy. In Demolition, on the other hand, this is a respawn game mode, and I feel like you should be able to defuse the bomb from any angle on the bomb site. This is how it has been in the past, and I'm not too sure why they changed it for Demolition in this game. To me, it kind of seems like they just copied the characteristics of bombs and bomb sites over from Search and Destroy, plopped them into a mode, added respawn, and set up timers and everything like that to create Demolition. This causes some pretty serious balance issues where it skews the game in favor of the attackers, because the attackers, when you push up to a bomb site, you can use that bomb site for cover when you're planting. You can lay down behind that bomb site, plant on whatever side of the bomb you want. Once you get that bomb planted, the enemy players now have to come to your side of the bomb site where they don't have any cover and defuse the bomb from that position. This means they have to secure a lot more control around that bomb area to make sure the enemies don't get a line of sight on the person defusing the bomb. The attackers don't have to deal with this same issue because they can use that bomb site for cover in whatever direction they need at that given moment. So this is one of the issues that I feel like is maybe just an oversight, maybe they rushed it a little bit, or maybe it is in fact a design decision. In either case, I don't agree with this particular design. I feel like you should be able to plant and defuse the bomb from any angle on the bomb site. In addition to this, one minor thing that a lot of people have been reporting, I personally haven't run into this too much, and this might be just an extension of what I just mentioned. It seems like if a lot of people die on top of the bomb and they're dropping their guns on the bomb, I've been hearing reports that it's actually been impossible to defuse a bomb because it's the same button to pick up a gun from the ground than it is to defuse the bomb, and it seems to be giving priority to picking up weapons rather than defusing the bomb. So if there's a gun right on top of the bomb site and you go to try and defuse, all you're going to be able to do is switch to that weapon that's on the ground, and then you drop your weapon, so then you can just switch back to your weapon, and you can't get the bomb defused. Part of me is feeling that this is actually just people that don't quite understand that they need to stand right on top of the bomb itself rather than just the bomb site. But this is just one more reason that we should be able to defuse from any angle on that bomb site like we've been able to do in the past with Demolition. So solving that first issue should also solve these complaints as well. This brings us to the third complaint, which is yet another thing that just stacks the odds in the favor of the attackers in this game mode. This is the fact that the plant time is 5 seconds, but the defuse time is 7.5 seconds. Again, this is something that can work well for search and destroy, especially in competitive play. Having it take longer to defuse than it does to plant, that's a really strategic thing for search and destroy. But I feel like that's something that should stay with search and destroy. In Demolition, it's a respawn game mode, it's all about that back and forth and pushing for that control, and I feel like it should take the exact same amount of time to plant as it does to defuse. So I feel the defuse time should be reduced to 5 seconds so it's right in line with the plant time. One last thing I've noticed that I feel is a bit of a smaller issue but still an issue on some maps is there are certain bomb sites where the attackers can get to the bomb site before the defenders can on the initial spawn, and I don't think that should ever be the case. I think the attackers should have to earn the map control and then be able to plant the bomb, rather than get to the bomb before the defenders can get there and get a quick plant off. This isn't something that's a major issue on all of the maps or all of the bomb sites or anything, but there have been several times where I've been thinking to myself, like, why is the bomb closer to us? We're on the attacking side, it should be closer to the defenders, but I'm going to take advantage of that and it just makes it that much easier to attack. So it would be nice if they maybe reevaluated a few of the bomb sites in the game just to make sure that the defenders can always get to that bomb site before the attackers on the initial spawn. And that's pretty much all of my thoughts on Demolition so far. Overall, I feel like Demolition has a lot of potential in this game. With just a few minor tweaks, mainly to the bomb sites and how they work, I feel like this could become one of my favorite modes to play as a featured mode. I really like what they've done with the spawns, where it seems almost impossible to set up an actual spawn killing trap where you're literally watching enemies spawn and just killing them over and over again. You can still kind of spawn trap in the sense that you can hold map control and keep them locked in their spawn, but at least in that situation, those players have a chance to try and break out of their spawn rather than just dying immediately when they spawn. Of course, these are just my opinions though. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. First off, do you like Demolition in its current state? And second, what do you think of the improvements that I suggested? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Are there any more you'd like to add? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.